Good evening, Savna. Good evening, Mesh. Good evening, beta. Vishika, good evening, beta. Find the position vector. Harish, good evening, beta. Now everyone start solving this question. Today you are going to solve the questions. If A vector and B vector are position vector of point A and B respectively, then find the position vector of trisection of AB. Find the position vector of trisection of AB. How to solve this question, beta? Find the position vector of trisection of AB. Come on, solve this question first. After that, I am going to teach the question how to solve this question. Solve this question. Solve this question. Find the position of trisection of AB. What you have to do in this? So what they have given to you is A and B. They have given position vector of A. It is coming as A vector, and B they have given B vector. Now two points are there which are exactly equidistance, P and Q. Fine. Now you have to find the trisection. So when you are asked to find the trisection, at that particular moment what you have to do, if A vector and B vector are position vector of point A and B respectively, then find the vector of trisection of AB. So if they will be telling you to find, so first we will be writing that let the 2 points which will be equidistance be, let the 2 points be, let the 2 points present between A and B. Okay, so P and Q we have taken the 2 points present between A and B, and then we are going to say that because P and Q are the points we have taken between A and B. Are you solving the question? First tell me. Such that we are going to write such that AP equal to PQ equal to QB equal to, we can take x, y, z, lambda, anything you can take here. So you can take it as some variable here, and once you will be writing here, solving, very good Shabna, start solving beta. So when you will be taking it as lambda, x, whatever part you are going to take, so we will take it equal to lambda. So 100% this segment will be equal to lambda, this segment will be equal to lambda, this segment will be equal to lambda. First we have to find position vector. So we have to find PA, so this is the internal point. So now first we have to find the position vector of P. To get the position vector of P, we need to find the ratio. Okay, so now first we have to see what is AP is to PB ratio. So first for getting PB ratio, we need to write PB will be written as what? PB will be written as PQ plus QB. PV will be written as what? PB will be written as PQ plus QB. Today I am presenting with all the statements. I am not at all missing any single statement. Means in exam if you will be writing which statements and how you are going to write the statement, today I am explaining everything. Okay. So now PB is equal to PQ plus QB. Now PQ is lambda, QB is lambda. So it will become 2 lambda. So PB is coming as 2 lambda, AP is coming as lambda. So what is the ratio between AP and PB? Because we have to find find the position vector of that. So now once we are writing that point, so we will be writing AP by PB will be equal to lambda by 2 lambda. So once it will be cancelled, it is coming as 1 by 2. So AP is to PB is coming as lambda 1 by 2. So ratio came. So now first point is, I am not going to draw this one again. I am just going to draw A vector, and exactly I am going to draw B. B is coming as B vector, and this is point P, and this ratio is coming as 1:2. So this ratio is coming as 1:2. Now it is easy for us to get this point. So now what will be the position vector P? So position vector, so we have to just find the position vector of P. So when we will be writing position vector of P, so when we will be writing position vector of P, then only one small work we'll do. We will just start multiplying position vector of P. Now how to get the position vector of P? So position vector of P is coming as, see, 1 will multiply with B vector. So once 1 will be multiplying with B vector, because this into this will come. So 1 into B vector plus 2 into A vector by 1 plus 2. So position vector of P is coming as B vector plus 2A vector by 3. B vector plus 2A vector by 3. Once we got B vector plus 2A vector by 3, now P value, P position is coming as B vector plus 2A vector by 3. Now we have to find position vector of Q, because they are telling that you have to find section. For getting the position vector of trisection, we got the position vector of P, and position vector of P is coming as this much. Now what is the ratio between PQ and QB? Come on, quickly tell me what is the, because after that again you see there are two ways to solve this question. Now you can do one more thing. So you can take now Q point, for Q point this ratio will become 2:1 and you will be getting the answer. Or you can do one simple thing, and that is you will take only PQ and QB, then the ratio is coming as 1:1. So there are two ways of solving this question. Both the ways I am telling you that now after getting this part, now you can do one more thing. You can see that you have to find position vector of Q. What is your target? Auntie, how are you finding the value of position vector P? So that is what beta, the value of position vector P. Last class you were there or not, Sarna? Now look here beta, here position vector P value finding is when there is a point P between two vectors. So now from the origin beta, from the origin only we have to connect this connectivity. So it will come as A vector, this will come as B vector, and this position vector is coming as, this point position vector is coming as R vector. Now this P point is dividing it into some ratios. Let the ratio coming as m:n. So if we will take the ratio as m:n, then how to exactly solve this question? Because we know that when we will be finding the position vector will always be starting from origin. So it will, the arrow will go like this, and if you will be finding A to B, position vector of AB, I am repeating, if you have to find position vector of AB, position vector of P, if you have to find position vector of P, that is in the side AB, so definitely the arrow is coming between this. So now position vector of P formula is, what is the formula here? The formula will be this P position vector. Now what you have to do here is M will multiply with B vector, so MB vector. Now n will multiply with A vector, so it will become NA vector by M plus n. So this is the formula which you have to do. MB vector plus NA vector by M plus n. MB vector plus NA vector by M plus n. I repeat, MB vector plus NA vector by M plus n. MB vector plus NA vector by M plus n. Now you understood, Sarvana? So in shortcut we are not connected. So here I have not connected it with position vector. Directly what I have done here is I just wrote this one beta. Directly I have written that kyunki two vectors are there. So this is A vector presented as A and B point is presented as B. Now if it is coming as 3:4 and we have to find position vector of P, then how you are going to write? Understood? Then how you are going to write position vector of P? So you will say position vector of P, position vector of P will be equal to 3 into B vector plus 4 into A vector by 3 plus 4. Like this you have to find beta. This is when internal section formula. This is exactly coming for internal section formula. This is which one beta? This is exactly coming for internal section formula. I repeat, this is coming for internal section formula. Now we will be going for external part. External one time I will discuss, but first in next question I will be discussing external part. So now this one question, now you have two ways to solve the question. Either go what steps you have proceeded, same step you have to proceed for the next part of the question. Fine. That means you have to find key Q point. For that also you can say that what ratio AQ and QB will be divided. You can do like that also, or you can take Q and PB point. There are two ways to solve the next part of the question. I repeat, there are two ways to solve the next part of the question. Now one way only I am adopting, but I'll explain the second part also. Fine. So now look here, if I will be taking point A vector and B vector, so this is coming as point A and point B. Point A is coming as A vector. Now Q point is coming. So what is AP? And so if somebody will be telling you, we have to find position vector of Q. So since now what is the answer? What is the answer for which one? Second part answer. Mahesh, I am going to give the answer for the second part, 2B plus 2A by 3. Absolutely, for B plus 2A. Is this for the first part? B plus 2A by 3 is for P point beta. B plus 2A by 3 is for P point. Now you have to find for Q point. You have to find for Q point, because right now itself we have got position vector of P. Now you have to find position vector of Q. So to get the position vector of Q, what is beta? Here P point is there and here Q is there. Now what is the ratio? You have to find AQ first. What you have to find here? You have to find here AQ, this one Mahesh. So here AQ can be written as AP. AQ can be written as AP plus PQ. Now beta, AP is nothing but lambda and PQ is coming as lambda. So it is coming as 2 lambda. AQ is coming as 2 lambda. AQ is coming as what? AQ is coming as 2 lambda. So now we have to find 2:1. So if ratio is coming as 2:1, then how we are going to solve the question? Once the ratio is coming as 2:1, then what we are going to do? That means AQ, A is A vector, B is B vector, and here Q point is there, and we have to find the position vector of Q, but we now know the ratio is 2:1. Then what will be position vector of Q? What will be position vector of Q? Position vector of Q. Then you will say that position vector of Q means, Sarna, is it buffering now? Position vector of Q means 2 will multiply with B vector, it will become 2B vector. A1 will multiply with A vector, so A vector, and this 2 will get added, so it will become 3. So answer will become 2B vector plus A vector by 3. 2B vector plus A vector by 3. B vector plus A vector by 3. I hope you might have understood. Come on, quickly tell me, understood? Slightly buffering. Now is it okay? Now is it okay? Vishiga, Pritika, where are you all yaar? Now I am getting very angry. Sham, Farhana. Slightly, is it okay? Now tell me fast. So Q vector is coming. So this is one way to deal with and to get the second point of it. But one more way is there. So if you are finding it difficult to find the ratio, then another point is, once you have got P point. Now what is the P point? Now once you have got P point is coming as, position vector of P vector is coming as B vector plus 2A vector by 3. And now you have to find position vector of Q vector, and B vector is coming as B vector. Now we can use this also. Once we are getting P now, after that P also. So one way is by solving like this, when we will add it up and we will get the ratio. One way is, since PQ equal to QP equal to 1 lambda, so exactly PQ by QP will be lambda by lambda. So ratio is coming as 1, so 100% Q will become the midpoint. So if Q will become the midpoint, then what we are going to do here? No big deal here, we just have to find that ratio. So what will be the ratio coming? So position vector of, so one more way of solving I am discussing, position vector of Q position vector of q will be exactly equal to what? Position vector of q will be 1:1. So 1 will multiply with this one, that is b vector, plus 2a vector by 3, plus now 1 will multiply with b vector, so b vector, and down what it is exactly going to come as 1 plus 1 will become 2. So let's see it is matching or not, we don't know. So now look here, first work is 3 will multiply with b, so b vector plus 2a vector plus 3b vector by 3 will be coming, and denominator 2 is there. So now denominator 2 means 2 by 1, denominator 2 means 2 by 1, and then it will become 3b plus b will become 4b vector plus 2a vector by 2 into 3 6. So now you take common, it is coming as 2b vector plus a vector, 2b vector plus a vector by 6, cancel it, it is coming as 3. So 2b vector plus a vector, 2b vector plus a vector, 2b vector plus a vector, 2b vector plus a vector by 3, answer will be coming 2b vector plus a vector by 3. So see, either we will solve it by that method or we will solve it by taking p as the middle point, we are exactly getting q as the middle point, we are exactly getting the same answer. We are exactly getting the same answer there. Fine. I hope you might have understood this point. Come on, quickly we'll go for the next question. Okay, now we have to go for the next question. What is the next question is, now I'm just writing the next question. Find the position vector of point R. Find the position vector. Find the position vector of a point R. So you have to find the position vector of a point R which divides the line segment, which divides the line segment, which divides the line segment joining P and Q, joining P and Q, which divides the line segment joining P and Q, whose position vectors are, whose position vectors are, whose position vectors are, whose position vectors are 2a vector plus b vector and a vector minus 3b vector externally in the ratio 1:2, externally in the ratio 1:2. Also show that P is the midpoint of line segment RQ. P is the midpoint of line segment RQ. Try this question once, try to solve this question. Afterwards I am going to solve the question. Just check this one out. What is the statement given? First I am explaining the statement out to you. Now what is this part is exactly there, that find the position vector of point R which divides the line segment joining P and Q. So now P and Q are the 2 points on a line. Okay, R is exactly there and R is dividing P and Q. Listen, find the position vector of point R which divides the line segment joining P and Q, whose position vectors are, what are the position vectors? P and Q position vectors are, P position vector is coming as 2a vector plus b vector, Q position vector is coming as A vector minus 3B vector. A vector minus 3B vector. So this is what they're telling, that find the position vector of a point R which divides the line segment joining P and Q, whose position vectors are this externally in the ratio 1:2. So this R is dividing P and Q in the ratio 1:2. Position vector of R is like that, it is dividing that into ratio 1:2. 1:2. So since R is dividing it into the ratio 1:2, since R is the external point which divides the point P and Q in the ratio 1:2. It is dividing it into the ratio 1:2. So now since it is dividing it into the ratio 1:2, so since it is dividing it into now Q is externally dividing into the ratio 1:2, so what work we have to do? 1 will multiply with Q value. 1 will multiply with Q value. So exactly position vector of R, what we are going to write? Position vector of R. Position vector of R. So now we have to get the position vector of R, since it is dividing it into the ratio 1:2. So position vector of R will be, so 1 will divide with, 1 will multiply with Q. So the ratio is coming as 1:2. So exactly we are going to say QR, so RP is to RQ 1:2. RP is to RQ is coming as 1:2. So now what we are going to write here is position vector of R will be equal to 1 will be multiplied with Q, that is A vector minus 3B vector. Now 2 will be multiplied with P. So it is exactly going to come as -2. -2 will be multiplied with Q point. So just pay attention for presentation here. Plus when you are writing, the position is creating a very important role here. So if you will not be able to give the correct position there, it will be a problem for you. So here 1 will be multiplied with this one and 2 will be multiplied with 2A vector plus B vector. So you see how I am writing 2A vector plus B vector, and once you will be writing it, now 1 minus 2, because we know for external division, Sarvina, if any point P will be dividing A and B externally, then beta this point is coming as A vector, this part is coming as B vector, this part is coming as R vector. External division will be there, then formula will become what? So R vector will be equal to, that is ratio A vector and B vector will be there. So it will become, if M is to N ratio will be there, M is to N ratio will be there, M is to N ratio will be there, then M into B vector, M into B vector minus N into A vector by M minus N. This is the formula for external division. Okay, Sharna? This is exactly the formula for which division, beta? This is exactly the formula for external division. So when we will be finding for external, so here also we are doing the same thing. So here we are, R is the point which is dividing P and Q externally. So M minus N will be coming. So M is what? 1:2. Say 1/2 you are writing. We know the ratio is coming as M by N. So here M will become 1 and N will become 2. So down it will become 1 minus 2. So now let's see, it will become A vector minus 3B vector minus 2 2s are 4A vector, and then here minus 2B vector by minus 1 is coming. So minus 4 plus 1 will become minus 3A vector, and this one will become how much? Minus 5B vector. Now take minus outside, it is coming as 3A vector plus 5B vector by minus 1. So minus minus cancel. So position vector of R is coming as, position vector of R is coming as 3A plus 5B, absolute correct. So position vector of R is coming as, position vector of R is coming as 3A vector plus 5B vector. Position vector of R is coming as 3A vector plus 5B vector. Once you are getting position vector of R as 3A vector plus 5B vector, after that what they are telling that, ki now you got position vector of R. So now back to back you have all the 3 positions. Now they are telling you to prove that, P is the midpoint. Fine. What they are telling you to prove? They are telling you to prove that P is the midpoint. Now how to get P as the midpoint? So now that means our position is coming as 3a vector plus 5b vector. P point we have exactly 2a vector plus b vector, and Q point is 3a vector minus 3b vector. So find if P will be the midpoint, then they are telling you to show that P is the midpoint. So now if P will be the midpoint, then what content we are going to get? Very simple part is there. If somebody will tell you to prove that P is the midpoint, what small work you are going to do? Come on, tell me quickly. If somebody will be telling you to prove that P is the midpoint, what small work you are going to do? What is exactly there to prove something as midpoint? What is there to prove something as midpoint? Come on, quickly tell me. Midpoint formula you know na, a vector for like x1 plus x2 divided by 2, y1 plus y2 divided by 2. In the same way, when we will be talking in vectors, so it will become a vector plus b vector divided by 2. So if P will be the midpoint, that means the ratio will be 1:1. The ratio will be, means the ratio this point will be dividing is 1:1. Okay. The ratio of division will be 1:1 if it will be a midpoint. Fine. So position vector. So now what we are doing here is ki P point exactly we are not knowing. So what point we are going to do is we will, because they are telling that find the position, that P is the midpoint or not, we have to see. So first work what we are doing is ki if P will be the midpoint, then let us consider that P is the midpoint. So the ratio will be what? So ratio will be coming, the ratio that is RP by PQ will become 1:1. So ratio will become what? Yes, A plus B by 2. Absolutely. That is the correct point, Sarna. So A plus B. So that is what I am discussing, that RP by PQ ratio will become 1:1 if P is the midpoint. So if P is the midpoint, then RP by PQ equal to 1:1. So once with this part we have exactly done. Now next work is what we are going to do is, so now we have to find position vector of P. Now we already know what is the position vector of P. Come on, we already know position vector of P, but they told us to prove that P is the midpoint. So if P is the midpoint, then the ratio will become this one. Now from that ratio section, if we are finding the position vector of P and the value of P is coming this much, then it is a position, it is a midpoint, otherwise it is not. So let's see what I am doing here. So if P is the midpoint, then the ratio will come this. Now we are going to find position vector of P. Position vector of P. See, position vector of P is already given in the question. Position vector of P is already given in the question, but to get this point, we have to get the position vector. For that only I am doing this extra short. So now look here. So what I am going to do, I will be multiplying this one with 3a plus b. So it will become 1 into 3a vector plus 5b vector in bracket, and then here plus 1 into a vector minus 3b vector. Okay, down it will become 1 plus 1. So let's see if it will be a midpoint. Is it going to give you this value or not? If it is giving you this value, that means 100% it is a midpoint, because we are considering ratio same. When ratio same will come and P point value will come same, means exactly P is the midpoint. Fine, then exactly P is the midpoint. So it will become 3a vector plus 5b vector plus a vector minus 3b vector by 2 is coming. So here it will be coming as 4a vector plus 2a vector by 2. So it is coming as 2. So 2a vector plus b vector by 2. So it is cancelling and it is coming as 2a vector plus b vector, which is the position vector of actual P vector. So it is exactly what? It is exactly the position vector of actual P vector. Correct or not? This is exactly the position vector of actual P vector. So look here, if you will be checking, it is exactly P vector is given same. So once you got it now, Mahesh. So this is, which is the position vector of P, which is exactly the position vector of P. So which is exactly what? This is exactly the position vector of P is coming same. So since the position vector of P is coming same, then 100%, therefore P is a, therefore what final statement we are going to write? Then we are going to say that therefore P is the position vector of Therefore, P is the position vector of P is the midpoint. Okay, it's wrong. I wrote A vector B. Now it is correct, Mesh. 2A vector plus vector. Okay, it is looking like A. Okay, fine. 4A vector plus 2B vector equal to 2 common cancelled. Fine. 4A plus 2B, 2 taken out, 2A vector plus B vector, which is exactly the midpoint. And once you got the midpoint, story done. Everything over. Now I'll go for next question. Huh? Now we'll be solving next question. What is the next question given to you is, if A vector and B vector, if A vector and B vector are the position vectors of thank you, miss, are the position vectors of A and B respectively, find the position vector of a point C. Find the position vector of a point C. Find the position vector of a point C on BA. Produced such that BC equal to 1.5 BA. BC is equal to 1.5 BA. This is a really stupid question because they are playing with the statements. Okay, they are exactly playing with the statement. What they are telling, that if A and B are the position vector of A and B respectively, find the position vector of a point C on BA. Position vector of a point C on BA. Okay, position vector of a point C on BA. This is a very important point to catch. Okay, so now just statement by statement you read and then you analyze exactly what they are asking from you. I am not going to draw C position because C can divide AB internally, C can divide AB externally. Right now we have no information that C is dividing it internally or externally. So I am just keeping it for external part also, internal part also. I am going to give some space so that we don't know where it will be. So we are going to write it as A vector. Fine. So we have no idea about it. So since we have no idea about it, we are going to get idea about it. Huh? Come on, go for it. Go for this question. We will take position vector of C vector as C. After that, we don't know what we have to do. So what is exactly given to you? First, encash that information. So what is the information given to you? The information given to you is BC is equal to 1.5 BA. Now what is, let C vector be the position of let C be the okay, so let C be the position vector of C. Perfect statement. Let C be the point whose position vector is. I wrote what statement? Let C be the position of C vector. What will be the correct statement? Tell. Let the position vector of C be C vector. Let the position of point C be C vector. Okay, we have written the position of point C be C vector. After this, what we have to do? Nothing, no dancing, no here and there. We are exactly going to go to the point what they have given. Now one thing is given to you is BC equal to 1.5 BA. Come on, BC equal to 1.5 BA. So if BC equal to 1.5 BA given, That means if we are going to take C, B a point, because we don't know where is C exactly. C can be outside, C can be inside also. So if we are not knowing about the location of C, shall we do a change? Shall we write it as okay, CB part equal to 1.5 BA. So if 1.5 BA is written, so first work is CB equal to 1.5 by, it will become BA. So now BC will be coming as 5 3s 3 by 2 BA. Come on, check this one out. It is coming as 3 by 2. Three by 2 BA. Once I am taking it 3 by 2 BA, now we have to exactly fix the location. Now which location I am going to fix, because I don't know right now, but BC is given as 1.5 BA. I just wrote BC equal to 1.5 by 10. That means I converted BC as 3 by 2 BA. Once converting BC as 3 by 2 BA, what will be the position of, because now we are going to mark C. So where is C? We don't know where is C. But one thing is there, that BC can be written as AB plus CA. So just one small work I am doing, because we don't know where is C. So if C will be here also or C will be outside also, so we can write here BC can be written as BA plus CA will be equal to 3 by 2 BA. We don't know where is C will be, but one thing we know that BC is combination of BC means what? BA plus CA combination. That part only I am just going to use. So I am just going to shift this one this side. So CA will be equal to 3 by 2 minus 1 BA. If you will take common, so CA is coming off half of BA. Now CA part is coming as half of BA. CA is half of BA. So if somebody will be telling you what will be the ratio coming, that is CA is to AB, CA is to AB, or we can write here is AB by CA will be equal to 2:1. So AB is 2 and CA part is coming as 1. So one part though we have written, so I am just going to write it as equation 1. So one small work I have done. So now another important part is कि now second section is कि now our this part is not over. Now we are seeing that CA is half of BA. CA is half of BA, that means 100% CA will be less than BA. That means 100% external division is coming for this. Okay, 100% external division is coming for it. Now once this part I have finalized, after seeing the ratio, if I am finalizing this part that okay, C can be an outside part, now are we ready for it? Now how we are going to write CB? How we are going to write CB? Because CB will be coming as, CB part will be coming as CA plus AB. CB will be coming as, CB will be coming as what? CA plus AB. CB will be coming as what? CA plus AB. And right now we know that AB is, CB will be coming as CA plus AB. And now we know that AB is nothing but twice of CA. AB is nothing but twice of CA. So shall we write it as, instead of CA, shall we write it as AB? So AB plus AB. So CB is coming as 3AB. Come on, CB is coming as 3AB and CA is coming as half AB. So now shall we see this part? Now can you understand one thing first? CA is coming as half AB, CB is coming as 3AB. Come on, tell me from this what you have understood. CA and CB. So come on, you have to finally understand this part. So CB and CA part is coming. So half AB and 3AB. So now shall we substitute this section, because AB part is coming problematic for me. So I'm just going to replace this part. So AB part is coming as twice of CA. AB part is coming as twice of CA. Come on, quickly tell me what we have to do. If I am going to substitute, because AB is coming as, wait, AB is coming as twice CA. Tell me fast. CA is half BA came. Now CB is CA plus AB. CB is CA plus AB. Now AB will be twice CA. Okay, I wrote here. It will become AB will be twice CA. Thank you. AB will be twice CA. That part only I have done. So it is coming as 3CA. So now we got the ratio CA by CB is equal to CA by CB is 1:3. CA by CB is 1:3. Did you understood what I have exactly done here? CA by CB is coming as 1:3. Say fast, till here you have understood not. Only one mistake I have done here exactly. I wrote AB, but here instead of AB, if we will take CA, it will be coming correctly. Because AB writing means again we have to substitute. So what I have done here is, because I have already written that CA is half AB, so AB is 2CA. So rather than changing that one, I changed AB. So now rather than changing CA, rather than changing AB, I changed CA. But we have to change AB only. So I just changed AB. Now it is coming as what? It is coming as, now ratio came. So once ratio came, now to we have not to do nothing, because they are telling that if respectively find the position vector of C. So they told only to get the position vector of C, and now we have to find the position vector of C. So position vector, since C is an external division, so now the division is coming 1:3. So now what we are going to do? 1 will be multiplying with B, 1 will be multiplying with B, come on, and 3 will be multiplying with A. So now what answer we are going to get? Because we have got CA is to CB. We got CA is to CB, ratio is coming. So C divides AB externally. So C divides, come on, I am waiting for your answer. C divides AB. Till this much you have understood now. So externally in the ratio, CA by CB 1:3. Externally, in the ratio 1:3. So 100% first we have to write B there. Because look here, I have written just ulta opposite part of it. So since I have written B part first, because I have written CA is to CB, so B will be exactly multiplied with A. So now we are going to check this one out. C, so B will be multiplied, B part is coming here, and A I have written here A vector. So 100% for ratio will be coming 1:3. So A will be multiplied with 3. A will be multiplied with 3 and B will be multiplied. So let's see this one out. So 1 will be multiplied with B vector. So I'm just writing it for rough for understanding. So position vector of C. So I just did what you call rough work only, I have written like that. So position vector of C will be B multiplied to, B part is multiplying with 1. So it is coming B1 minus A multiplied with 3, because 3 part is there. So A multiplied with 3 and then 1 minus 3. So it is coming as B vector minus 3A vector by minus 2. So it is coming as minus 3A vector minus B vector by minus 2. So it is coming as 3A vector minus B vector. 3A vector minus 3B vector. I hope you might have understood this point. Understood this one, beta? Come on, quickly tell me till this much, whatever questions we have discussed, you understood or not? Whatever questions we have discussed, understood? Then we will go for next question. So I think internal and external division, we have done more questions. Internal, external divisions, we have exactly done more questions. Now we are going to go for next level questions. Okay, next questions we are going to do. Now different type of questions related to midpoint and all we are going to do related to internal and external divisions, and then we will be going for what you call components. Fine. So now linear combination of vectors, one time I am going to explain tomorrow, with that questions will be there. Now first you attempt this question. If D is the midpoint, if D is the midpoint of the side BC of a triangle, of the side BC of a triangle ABC, of the side BC of a triangle ABC, prove that AB vector plus AB vector plus AC vector will be equal to twice of AD vector. Now when such type of questions are coming now, these questions are really needing your assistance only. They need your attention and nothing else. If we are going to connect it to position vector, now these questions will be solved in no time. I am telling you, these questions will be solved in no times if you are going to connect it with position vector. So what I am going to do is, I am just going to tell that okay, one triangle is there. Now let's see how easily this question is going to be solved. So what I am doing is, A will be represented as A vector, B will be represented as B vector, and C will be coming as C vector. I am connecting everything with origin. So origin I have connected. Now arrows going up. Now D is the midpoint. So if D is the midpoint, so position vector of D will be coming as what? So D will also be connected. So what will be OA vector? OA vector is coming as A vector. OB vector is coming as B vector. OC vector is coming as C vector. Now what will be OD vector? Because 1 minute. Now OD vector will be what? You know that OD vector, D is the midpoint. So since D is the midpoint, now you know that for midpoint what you have to do? Midpoint means OD vector will be coming as A vector plus B vector divided by 2. Because D is the midpoint now, so it will become A vector plus B vector divided by 2. Now we got everything. Now what we are going to do? They told to prove that AB vector plus AC vector equal to twice of AD vector. Simple thing. Now we are going to see book question, how they are solving, none of our business. How we are solving the question, that is the biggest business for us. So now we are going to take LHS. In LHS, what is given to you? AB vector plus BC vector. So what is AB vector? OB vector minus OA vector. I am just finding the position vector. BC vector is OC vector minus OB vector. So come on, AB plus BC, so 100% OB I am going to cancel. So what is minus A vector plus C vector? This is LHS. RHS is given as twice of AD. So twice of AD vector. So AD vector can be written as OD vector minus OA vector. Enjoy this, because we can split and solve like this. Nobody will tell you wrong, because we have exactly used the concept of triangle of addition and we have played with the question. So it is exactly coming as OD vector is coming as A vector plus B vector divided by 2 minus A vector. Enjoy this. It is coming as A vector plus B vector minus 2A vector by 2. 2 and 2 went to hell. So it is coming as B vector minus A vector, which is exactly equal to LHS. AB plus AC is there. I'm sorry, AB plus AC is there. Answer is correct only, but here AB plus AC. This is called when you are becoming idiot like me. So now AB plus AC is there, I wrote BC. So AB plus BC means OB minus OA vector. Now it will be solved in no time. AB vector minus OA vector plus OC vector minus OA vector. OB vector minus OA vector plus AC vector. So OC vector minus OA vector. So B plus C vector is coming. OB vector plus OC vector minus twice of OA vector is coming. OB plus OC is B vector plus A vector minus 2A vector. B plus vector plus C vector minus A vector. And if I am going to take out 2, so it will become B vector plus B vector plus C vector, B vector plus C vector. Just done it. Done. I can solve like this also. I just split this one out. No need to go over this. D vector is A vector plus B vector divided by 2. AD can be written as OD minus OA. A vector is coming. a vector plus b vector by 2, so minus 2a vector is coming. So it is coming as b vector minus a vector, but here c vector is not leaving me alone. So c vector is creating problem for me, but here it is coming very neatly that b vector plus a vector, ayyo, so only na story is coming problematic for me. Answer to came yaar, answer to came here only. It is coming as b vector minus b vector plus c vector minus a vector twice of a vector. This is coming here, this also came here. Why? Because it is b vector plus c vector. Correct only, I wrote there a vector plus b vector. Okay, solved. Now look here, it is coming as OD vector. OD vector is what? OD vector is b vector plus c vector by 2 minus a vector. Now done, take b vector plus c vector minus 2a vector by 2 and 2 will be there. So 2 and 2 will get cancelled, LHS equal to RHS equal to LHS. Solve. Beta, there I have done one stupid. B plus C divided by 2. This is the midpoint now. C is the mid, D is the midpoint. So since D is the midpoint, then it will become B vector plus C vector divided by 2. So since B vector plus C vector divided by 2 will be there. So D is the midpoint. So I just did one thing. I just used position vector. Position vector formula coming is AB vector can be written as OB minus OA. AC will be written as OC minus OA. So then OB is B vector. OC is C vector, and minus OA will become minus 2A. Now next part is, so that means here no need to write anything. So now RHS section, what they have given RHS, they have given 2 AD vector. So proved mesh, absolutely correct, very good. So now look here beta. So 2 OD vector minus OA. So now OD only I did, stupid I am. Very fast writing and stupid like writing. So B vector plus C vector by 2. So once I have done, it is coming equal to LHS. So we are going to keep it till here only. The question is there. Then tomorrow, based on this position vector, na many questions, typical questions we are going to find, and we are going to do some component questions also. Okay. So I am just going to keep it till here. Bye everyone. Good night.